hate puppies.
It's a good podcast.
I feel threatened. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. Yes, Troy, the mics are hot as of
they are.
as of now. So let's not.
I don't know your fancy talk. They're on.
Yes,
Oh, okay. Well,
that is what I meant by that.
on's shorter than hot, right?
You know, that's a good point. Never really thought about that. It's actually one of those rare times where you go, let's shorten it, make it less efficient.
Yeah, like www instead of World Wide Web.
No, World Wide Web.
It's quicker to say. There's less syllables than www.
You're blowing my mind today, Troy.
Yeah.
What's
Well-
with
Tons of knowledge.
Hot and on is the same, but
Yes, but letters.
letters
You
wise,
had me. You had me. I feel like I haven't been out here in forever, guys. It's good
it
to
does
see
feel
you.
weird.
Welcome
And
back.
Yeah, man. I've been.
We did 3 shows without you.
I wish a motherfucker would. That would be fantastic. If I just all of a sudden came back and shows were done and posting, that would be pretty sweet, to say the least.
Oh, we can't go without the captain.
Bibbity bobbity bacon.
Everyone's blowing my mind today. Excellent. Excellent. Dude, this morning I woke up. I was in Jacksonville, Florida. That is a crazy whirlwind when stuff like that happens. Dude, I had something weird happen to me yesterday, actually.
Oh, yeah?
In Jacksonville, that
in-
doesn't sound.
In Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Florida man.
Yeah.
So I was the Florida man, officially. No, I had like I finished up a bunch of meetings yesterday and like was coming back, and I was taking an Uber back from like one side of Jacksonville to the other, or a Lyft.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't mean to offend you, Troy.
Hey, I mess up and say Uber too, but I know you mean Lyft.
And I do.
It's like a Xerox machine. Mm-hmm. It could be a Canon or some other form.
yeah, I'm a
but,
Rico guy.
Yeah. But
say
Xerox,
Xerox.
yeah.
You got it. But I'd never had this happen to me. This was odd. You hear stuff about women getting creeped out by some of their Lyft and Uber drivers
Yeah.
that are out there.
Which I would assume if you're a woman, you're probably getting creeped out by about 98% of your drivers.
I would think so. Like I don't know. I always feel weird when I send my wife home
Yeah.
in Uber or Lyft. I'm like, I talk to her the whole way.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like, let's make sure you get home.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I was coming back from these meetings. I'm coming across Jacksonville, and like I'm checking emails and stuff. I'm not being charming or anything. I don't get this. And then like the Lyft driver, the girl just starts like chatting me up, and I'm like, all right. So like we're talking. That's fine. And she's like, so what'd you do today? And I'm telling her about my day, and she's like, you sound like you need a drink. And I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking I probably will get a drink later tonight, afterwards. And then she's like, yeah, I just turned 21. So
Nice.
and
Cha-ching.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. And she's like, yeah, there's a lot of drinks I haven't tried yet.
And you've already decided to go down the world of lifting.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
You've already tapped out and you're going down.
Whole world's
Yeah.
ahead of you. And you said, you know what I'm going to do? Ride share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the future. And she's like, talking like, yeah, I'm only 21 years old. And then she's like, so, you should get a drink. And I'm like, yeah, I probably will get a drink. And she's like, yeah, I should probably get a drink too. And I'm like,
Nice.
okay,
Yeah.
like, all right, yeah, you probably should. I was
But
like,
she said there's drinks she hasn't had.
yeah. So then she's like, there's just so many drinks I haven't had yet, and places I haven't like drank. And she just keeps going down like these kind of strange line of.
She fishing for
sure.
a invite somewhere.
I wasn't certain of it, so I was like, well, what part of town do you live in? Like, do you have anything out? Do you have places you like to go?
Yeah.
And I was like, because I'm headed back into the city. I was like, where should I be going? Which opened up the floodgates.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She's like, I don't really know. Where are you going? And I'm like,
You have the address in your phone there.
yeah. I was like, I'm
Genius.
Yeah. To the dot on your map.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't live here. Spoiler alert. So
Yeah, she started being like, well, I have some girlfriends in town. Maybe I'll reach out to them, but they probably won't be ready till later. She's like, are you getting drinks now? And I'm like, no. She's like, because I sure could use like help knowing where to go get a drink. And like, she just keeps going down this road, like soliciting me to go get a drink with her. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like,
so where'd y'all end up?
Rage. Well, so I didn't even buy her a drink. I just took her back to the room.
Yeah.
No.
Early
it was the
evening game of hide the sausage.
That's right.
It was the weirdest thing, man. It's 3:30 in the
Before
afternoon.
you go drinking, you're going to need this.
Yeah.
That should help.
Right.
Yeah, it was very odd though, because she.
This
just
is
kept,
Cuervo.
You ever had a whiskey dick?
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I got in spades.
nom. Dr. Brendan's 2-ball tonic.
Yeah.
Cures what ails you.
It was really odd, man. She's
Yeah.
like, so where do you want to get a drink? And I'm like, oh, I got work
live
to
here.
do.
I have
Oh,
no
did you?
idea.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta do some work. I was like, but you know,
I'll sit outside your room while you work.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was weird. She just kept
All right, I'm going to be
fishing it.
sitting out front of the hotel with the engine running. AC will be
Yeah.
blowing. It'll be nice. Whenever you're ready, just come on down.
And then she changed her tune.
Oh, really? Like, fuck you?
No. Then she ramped it up. She started being like,
Hard selling.
Here's the deal,
Yeah.
dude. I'll give you a handy right now.
I do need a drink.
no,
Yeah.
she's like she then started referring to me as sweetie and baby.
Oh, wow.
And then
Dang.
she kept baby talking me like the whole
Wow.
way there. She kept
What?
being- yeah. So like once I was kind of like, oh, I got work to do. She's like, oh, baby, I'm sure you got plenty of work to do.
So
Like,
she is getting railed by all of her.
you gotta wonder.
Yes.
You gotta wonder. I
And
mean,
she's
like,
using this
No,
as
Brendan's
a
going
tool.
to think like, it's just you.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
She's never done this before.
Like the Hooters waitress.
she said she never did.
He's
before.
really nice to you.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. It didn't occur to me that she was whoring around because I
Really?
was like, she is just digging this sport coat and sunglass look that I
Yeah.
got going on in the
Yeah.
back seat. Like, what are the odds? But yeah, then she just kept calling me baby and sweetie and when I was leaving, when I was trying to get out of the car, she kept calling me baby more. Like she kept ramping it up more and more, like trying to get the hook in, and I'm just like, I am not gonna go.
Funny you said hook.
Yeah.
Could she be?
Well, in my head, I started thinking that
Could she be a hooker that's instead of street walking, she's out street driving looking for Johns? Because that's a great cover up.
It is a great business model.
Yeah.
it's honestly, by the end of the ride, I started thinking that because at first I was just like, oh wow, she's just a young girl, and I look like a guy that's probably not a threat, and she just
Yeah.
wants to go get a drink. But then as the conversation continued, and she started calling me baby all the time,
And not letting you go.
and sweetie, yeah, and then like, because she knows she's taking me to a hotel. You know, I just
Did
started.
she look hookery or young and naive?
She's a little, well, like a bad hooker.
It's
like
hard-
not a hooker you'd buy.
It's hard to look. I mean, all 21-year-olds look young and naive, right? I mean, they're not streetwise at 21.
If they're hookers, they are.
Well, I mean, if that's her business model, that's pretty genius, right? Because
Yeah,
you're walking
for
down the
sure.
street with your ass
She
hanging
had
out.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Because usually you see it's like 4.8, 4.9.
Yeah.
I did notice right when I ordered, I was like, oh, a true 5-star. So that would add up.
That's genius if that's your business model. Because then you get a dude out of town. You're chatting him up.
You know I'm going
You
to a
know you're
hotel.
going to a hotel, so you're like, okay, I got a mark here. I can talk him up till I get the sale or not. If I don't, I still get my money for the lift.
Yeah, all she needed was me to say,
Come
do you want to
upstairs.
get a drink?
Yeah,
Let's get a drink at the hotel bar, or let's get a drink
yeah.
over here at the spot right around the way. Once she has that, then she can proposition.
Or she could proposition you in the car.
Yeah, we didn't get there because I was saying I was, I got work to do.
But yeah, a better probably cover up would be wait till you get the invite to go somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny you said that, though, because that thought did cross my mind. Like, this is an interesting...
That would not have crossed my mind until
It was the baby and the sweeties.
Yeah.
It was when she started talking to me differently because I was like, I'm not used to being spoken to so nicely.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a married man.
Yeah.
It's like, just take out the trash.
Yeah.
No honey, no sweetie, no baby. But then it was like every time. And when I was getting out of the car, she definitely
That's
ramped
the
it
way
up.
the Hooters waitress and the stripper talk to you, you
Yeah.
know.
But why else would you be showering me with all this affection if you weren't looking for some other
For sure.
next something?
Yeah.
Then the other thing I was thinking was, oh shit, does she get you to go to the bar where then it's a setup of some
Yeah,
sort.
yeah, yeah.
Like you get mugged or something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my spidey senses were going off all over. Then there's another sense that's like,
Yeah.
this is so easy.
Right. Yeah. I'm killing it.
Like, yeah, like I am crushing it. Like I must look good.
These nectars are just rocking it for me.
I was rocking nectars
Yeah.
and I was wearing the sport coat. And there was,
You-
I just thought maybe it's just too much to resist.
Yeah.
21-year-old, but the more I
Probably.
think about it,
Probably, yeah.
I got a Lyft whore.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's-
I've never thought about that, but that makes total sense.
It does.
Because you could drive around and make money.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you get that one guy who gets in solo, who's going to a hotel,
Now I don't know how streetwalkers work. I would assume you get a couple a night if you're good. Get a couple Johns a night.
But I want,
So but like you said, you're out making money even
Either
when
way.
you're not making money.
yeah, because
Yeah.
prostitutes don't get paid, $2 for every.
yeah, but
minute
some of
they're
them
out
get paid nothing. So it depends. I mean, there's almost a point where she could be making more money driving.
Well, she's going
I
to
hope
make
she
money.
gets. I hope she gets to that point.
That's
She's going to make money as she drives, and then if she gets one guy to throw her $100 or whatever the cost of doing business is, she's really upped her night.
Yeah, but not if the blowy's $20. She's not.
Well, if she's lifting, she could be really picky with who she wants to even deal with. Where if you're street walking, I would assume you don't get to be picky.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a good 30 minutes from home. It's not a good business model to be drinking and lifting.
Yeah,
So something was up.
yeah.
Huh.
It was very odd, and I mean, it seems like a logical business model.
It
though.
does.
So I've just never had that.
Well, you
happen.
also don't see a lot of 21-year-old females out doing that job.
Oh, and she was wearing like short shorts,
Yeah,
like extremely short shorts, and like sitting there with her leg up. I mean, as soon as I got in, she had her leg kind of like up, like here's my leg. Look at all this skin,
I got you.
and I'm like, all right. But
That's
the baby
crazy.
and the sweetie, man, that shit throws you for a loop when you're not used to hearing it. You're like, man, she's so sweet to me.
let you know she wants
See,
to.
that shit drives me nuts.
When chicks do that.
Well, yeah, like those terms of endearment sound corny to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nobody fucking talks like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know why. For some reason, it's like,
Well,
it,
she did.
You and your wife don't baby and sweet each other.
no, like that
Snookums.
stuff drives me through the roof. I
Especially
haven't
the
really
babies.
anything with any kind of like excessive emotional lovey-dovey is I'm like for some reason it just drives me up a wall. But that whole
Interesting. It turns you off to hear that kind of stuff.
it doesn't do anything. No, I don't like it.
Like there was that girl at Lowe's a while back that was like, she kept calling me daddy. You remember
That's
that?
even weirder. Yeah.
It was a weird one, but I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, why is this? I don't know. For some, I guess I just never get called stuff like that.
We went to dinner. The wife and I went to dinner. The kids were staying out of town. We went to dinner a couple weeks ago at the Texas Roadhouse right up
Yeah.
the street. And
I love that place.
and I love that place too. We don't go there very often. We had this perky little bouncy young. I mean, she was full of she was super excited, dancing around and being all silly and goofy. Then like halfway through the meal, she starts calling me handsome, like right in front of the wife. And I'm like, "What's your point in this? Like,
Yeah.
this is not going. Like, I'm not tipping you more because you call me handsome. Like,
That's weird.
it was weird.
How do you feel when like someone calls you young man?
An old dude.
No, you mean
Yeah.
sir.
No. So I get sir all the time, and I remember years ago the first time sir came out, and it like stopped me in my tracks. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What is this nonsense?
Neither one of those bother me.
Now I've gotten older to the point that now like old guys will be like, what can I get you, young man? And like that they're kind of playing it back, like they're because I've noticed I hear it now more to like old guys.
See, I
I'm like,
call
I've moved
everyone
over.
sir. Like if I hit a drive-through and there's a teenager
You say, thanks, sir.
dealing me, I go, "Thank you, sir." Yes,
Yeah, me
sir.
too.
That's just I've always said those. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Whatever. The young man thing, I've always worked and dealt with older men who that's what they call younger men. So that's never really been.
I think it's becoming. The,
I'm partial to young blood.
there you go.
Yeah.
I think it's just becoming
What's
kind
good,
of
young blood?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
how you roll.
Right, for sure.
I think it's how guys can compete. When a guy's getting older, then the guy calls you young man, because the women get to say sweetie and honey and all that stuff.
I'm not following.
I just think it's a way that they can use something that's not a term of endearment, but kind of just kind
Nicer
of
than saying
get on
sir?
get on your good side. Throw
like
you a
they're
compliment. Just
well,
like
if a
waitress
60-year-old dude
says-
calls me young man, I'm not like.
I don't think I will ever call anyone young man.
I've just heard it more lately.
But would you call someone that?
No, I find
No.
it weird.
I would if I'm a
But-
certain age, but I don't feel like I'm a certain age.
I
feel
think
like,
I've-
I feel like if I'm 60, I might call a 30-year-old guy a young man.
I have a super weird thing too, where I don't like feeling like I'm an old fuddy-duddy.
yeah,
like,
well,
that's
I'm-
why, like,
yeah, I
I
think
don't-
we all do that.
Yeah, but that is you full on moved into old fuddy-duddy. It's why I
Yeah.
don't buy
'Cause now they're
all
mocking
white
you.
sneakers. Same reason.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you can pound sand on that shit happening.
It's like dad pack,
Yeah,
dad starter
exactly.
pack.
Yeah,
I
like
love
I get
all
some
white
jeans.
sneakers.
Yeah.
If the jeans are a little bit too not baggy enough,
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like I'm in soccer practice with my
That's
kids.
right.
I got to
Yeah.
get these off right now.
That's
Like,
right.
it bothers me. So I can't see myself doing that shit. In my mind, I'm always fucking 30, 25.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm
I know.
25.
I know I'm in
Yeah.
my 20s, but
Yeah.
I'm clearly not because they're now calling me young man. I must look old. That
Yeah.
they're like, we got to help this guy.
Yeah, I'm frozen about when I started dating my wife to when I got married, and
Right.
that 25 to 27 is where like I'm still am.
For
It's
sure.
blowing my mind that
It's
like
crazy.
you go into these places and you see like can't buy alcohol before this day, and that day has gotten like really close to what I thought was just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're like, I graduated high school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
98 or
Yeah.
whatever.
You're like,
That's a weird
wait,
feeling.
what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm only 27. What are they talking about?
Right.
Yeah, that's so weird. Why are they letting children drink?
Right.
Does it bother you when you get carded?
No.
I love getting carded. I never get carded.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's always the asshole next to me that gets carded, too.
It kind of bothers me just because I'm like, do I really have to pull out my fucking ID? Like, I'm obviously 21. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of silly.
I don't mind being carded at all. But I'm getting called young man and baby and sweetie by Lyft drivers who are trying to take more money out of my pocket.
Yeah, I think she was for sure hooking. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Now that
Especially
I
with the leg up, or right when you get
Yeah.
in there, that's like.
well,
Short
now I'm
shorts.
piecing it because this all just happened like 24 hours ago, so I'm
Yeah.
still kind of processing the whole scene. But now that it's like
That's
all
brilliant.
coming
The more I
together,
think
I'm like,
about
damn.
It is.
That is a
It's
brilliant move.
Because the cops can't get you like that
Right.
unless you get an undercover
there's
cop.
no-
Because all you're doing is chit chatting. Like,
But the first thing she said, "What are you in town for? What do you do?"
yeah.
So it's like she kind of knocks it out as
Yeah.
just small talk.
But it's small talk. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to grab a drink? Well, I'm lifting and I'm getting ready to get off, so I can go grab a drink. There's nothing illegal with that. Like,
Yeah.
she's
And she
really-
led it. She led the whole thing. You sound like you
But
need
see,
a drink.
there's also a fine line though where you get too far down the conversation to where if she pulls out, oh by the way, this is a $50, you're going to be pissed.
yeah.
Like there's a point of diminishing return where she has to get that out of the way quick.
But
Like if
she-
you spend a whole afternoon kicking it, shooting the breeze, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, this is $50," you're like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it has to come up in the first drink.
Right.
The reality is, though, that a man who's willing to go get a drink with the 21-year-old girl, he's already on the fence. Like, he already is like, well, I'm willing to compromise some morals here because
Yeah.
I shouldn't have gotten out of that car and gone to a bar with this young girl anyway.
I mean, there might not be morals. You're assuming it's a married guy. I mean, maybe it's a single dude.
I'm sitting back there wearing a ring. I
Yeah.
mean, she's asking me questions. She knows I'm in from out of town. And then she says, "You need a drink." I go, "Yeah, I probably do."
Yeah.
Thinking it's small talk. And then, boom, she wants to get a drink with me.
Speaking of
It
wearing
was a quick progression. And then once you're there, over that first drink,
Speaking of wearing a ring as a married guy, I was on a bachelor party a couple weeks ago, and one of the guys does not wear his ring a lot. And I said, it was brought up in conversation. It was actually pointed out by a young lady who had seen us out 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, that guy doesn't wear a ring." And she pieced together he was
Bitch
married.
got a tan line though.
Yeah.
On the fucking thing.
yeah.
So I said to the group, I was like, "Yeah, I don't like not wearing my ring. Like, it's weird to me because as a 40-year-old dude, I don't want to be the 40-year-old single guy out at the bar. Like, to
Right.
me, that's creepier than."
For sure.
And of course, the guy that is getting married is 42. He was like, "Thanks a lot, asshole."
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
"Hey, but you're doing it now, so
Right.
You're getting
Oh
in."
yeah, that is awkward because I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite. Great party.
But don't y'all feel the same way? Like I don't get the not wearing the
Yes.
ring thing. Like,
Well, what's his shtick? You do know.
I don't know. I've never seen him do anything. I've never seen any.
Okay, we don't know
Bad
who this guy
decisions.
is. So
Yeah, but
have
that
you-
guy knows that he knows who he is.
does this guy listen?
Doesn't
No.
matter.
No.
His friends do. His friends will know that he's talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
Okay.
But I've never seen.
So I
any-
can't
I've
ask the
never.
question.
I've never
Right.
Or
seen
get a
anything.
real
He just
answer.
says he doesn't like wearing it. I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't know.
It's heavy. Weighs me down.
I feel weird as shit not having my ring on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Like if I get out of the house and I don't have my ring, it's like devastating. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god.
So I have lost a lot of weight lately, though, and this fucker will go flying.
Really?
If I play
I'm-
basketball.
I'm the same
or-
way. This thing I took a couple extra because I buy the rubber rings. I took
Yeah.
a bunch on the bachelor party with me, and the wife was giving me shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. It's like if it comes off every time
We're
I
going to
wash
skip
my
these
hands.
across the pond, huh?
Yeah.
They're gonna be, it's going to be great.
Strange.
like-
Mine's never been tighter.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't want to be the guy without a ring down there. It's weird. Like,
Right.
I don't
It's
know.
odd. Speaking of anniversaries, happy anniversary, guys. It's
Oh, yeah.
4 years.
4 years.
Wow.
4 years.
That's crazy.
Well, I think it's 3 for me.
yeah,
Well,
you
you were
gotta
a listener.
Yeah. I'm always
were-
younger than you old fucks.
That's very true. Well, happy 3rd anniversary.
Thanks,
Neely.
bro.
And Troy, happy 4th anniversary. Someone brought it up
Cheers.
to me the other day, and I was like, well, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
We threw a kick-ass Rager the first year, and we've yet to do it since.
We used to do a lot of shit in the
yeah,
early days.
we did.
We get a little more slack
yeah,
every year, I've
Right.
noticed.
we should definitely have that Rager again next year.
Well, we'll do it today. We'll do it today. Everybody get over here quick.
Yeah.
Now,
So it actually got brought to my attention
so
because
that's around 200 shows then.
at least, yeah. Because so Double J was over here and he showed me something that I couldn't believe.
Uh-oh.
He pulled out a notebook
A rash?
and he's yeah. So
Can you take a look at this?
Yeah. What is your medical opinion, Mr. Huxtable?
so I was in a Lyft the other day and now I got this rash.
Brendan's
Yeah.
like, I'm going to need you to drink this first,
Right.
then I'll take a gander.
Exactly.
The old Huxtable.
Yep.
So he was over here and he brought out a notebook the other day and he pulls this thing out and he's like, look, it's season 1. And I was like, what? And he had every single episode, the title of it, and then little like bullet points, and then like little highlighted areas where it's like from 20 minutes and 30 seconds to 30 minutes, story about this, worth noting.
Wow.
And he had all these things called out. He had the
Wow.
anthology of season 1. He's now currently working on season 2.
That's insane.
And he says he's going to pull them together into like best ofs of the seasons.
Oh.
And he's like, so it'd be great. You guys could monetize it. You guys could sell them. And I was like, I don't know that anyone would buy, but I like where your
Yeah.
head
Yeah.
is.
Keep it up.
But then
I would buy it
he told me about
because I
it,
would like to go back and listen to all of them.
especially season
Sounds
1.
like insane. Like I wouldn't want to go back and listen to all of them, but if there was like a
the
cut up,
highlights?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
a
if
highlight
season
version?
1 was distilled to 2 hours, I bet it is pretty good.
yeah,
But you don't want to listen to that whole thing.
no.
So he's got it. And then he said,
There's a lot of talking about birds on there.
yes, that's absolutely true.
If you could see my face right now, I'm very confused.
I was actually with Pat that night. It was Pat Double J and I, and he said that something started popping up as he was going through season 1, and as he's listening to the other seasons, he's creating a segment called Brendan Predicts,
Oh God,
No.
and he says
that's
This
gonna be
sounds
gold.
amazing.
That's gonna be gold.
he says it is just a laundry list of bad predictions.
Yeah.
And I start going through, looking at it, and then there they are. Be like, 25 minutes, 30 seconds, Brendan predicts. And he's got them earmarked.
But he
through
didn't tell
all
you
the
what they were?
episodes. No.
Oh,
And I was like, well, I'm guessing it's like a pretty good mix of like hits and misses. And he goes, no, dude.
That is great.
He goes, it is like a whole, like, there's a ton of misses.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get anything right. He's like,
Way off.
you may be
Right.
the worst prognosticator of all time. And I was like, what? I was like, come on, now there has to be at least one, right? And he goes, yeah.
There's one.
Season 1, you bought a drone and you predicted it would go down in flames. And he goes,
demise.
He goes, technically, it went down in the water.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you that one. You were right.
For sure.
It's the only Brendan prediction that has been correct
That is awesome.
that he's heard yet.
Well, we're
That
only
is
1/4
great.
of the way through it, so.
And I'm more nervous because I've gotten more confident over time. So now I'm starting to bring ones that like even I don't think are going to happen. So I'm sure they're far worse.
Well, we know we had a big one last season with the old
What'd I
Bulls.
predict?
The Bulls. Lock it up. Lock it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is going great.
that was not a strong one for me.
No.
Yeah, he actually brought that one up.
And I do remember, like, I don't remember a lot about these, but I remember that podcast. You, like, I know you were, like,
I was
overselling
selling
it
all of
for
you.
funsies. Like, you were a little overselling it, but before
Well, I
and
was in,
afterward,
though.
you were all in. Like, as your wallet showed, like, you were 100% in. Like, you thought it was a given. You thought you were getting money, easy money.
I still think it's a given. I really do. Like, if I had to do it again, I know that's a rare find. Isn't that over there, Ely?
You got a Killian's Irish Red over there?
Yeah,
Whoa.
dude.
Where'd that come from?
You can't find them.
I know.
You
That's why I'm
literally
shocked.
cannot find Killian's. So
Are you going to drink it?
my boy Matt
No.
came over here the other day and was like, look what I found. He was in some, like,
I remember that.
backwoods store, found some Killian's, and he put a couple in there for me. That's hard to find.
They've been in that store since 05.
I don't think they make them anymore.
Don't check the born on date.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1908. It's the original. So I'm
That-
looking
that
forward
and Red
to
Dog.
I'm looking forward to hearing this anthology, this kind of best of that Double J has made.
Dude, that's glorious.
And he said, don't bring it up till the anniversary. So he's the one who reminded me. He's like, you got a big anniversary, 4 years. He's like, what are you doing for it? I was like, oh, man, I
You're looking at it.
hope we record a show.
Right.
I was going to get a hooker from a Lyft and maybe just celebrate with just her.
A good old time.
Yeah, why not? Just call it a day.
Maybe she recognized you from your voice and thought, hey, this famous guy's in my Lyft. I better get while the getting's good.
I think your story proves one thing, though, and that's that Troy was correct. Lyft is better.
I will give you that. 'Cause
The customer service is through the roof.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
I'm just going
Prediction 1.
Yeah, Troy's getting them right all
I'm
the
crushing
time.
it. Yeah.
And I was making fun of you for pulling all that stuff off the internet that's inaccurate. It turns out we
Yep.
have 4 years of me being awful at this. And he didn't point out any sections where when Troy got it wrong. Nope. And I mean every episode it's like little hash marks. Brendan prediction. I'm like, good God.
Dude, I love that he's doing that. That is amazing.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
I'm excited to see it. And he said he was going to actually edit it down and put it together. So there, Jason, it's out in the ether. You got to get it done.
Yeah.
I want to see it happen. So Troy, my phone is dying. Can I put my phone on your phone?
Yeah, it's blown up.
I just know
No.
I'm down. My battery's dying.
What do you mean put it on it?
You were telling me about this new Samsung charger system.
Oh, yeah. Where you can, like, charge your phone off another phone?
It's like literally got wireless charging. So if I put my Samsung on your Samsung, I can charge my phone off of your phone.
Who wants to do that?
Thieves.
I mean, that's an interesting, like, is that a selling point? I've been seeing it on the commercials.
Yeah, that's not I mean, I don't have a Samsung, but that's the last thing I want. I'm like a battery Nazi. Like, my shit gets to 60, and I'm, like, freaking out. Like, I can't imagine being like,
Oh, I get below 50, my
Yeah.
day's ruined.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere I'm looking, is there an outlet? Does anyone have a plug? Yeah, it's crazy. This is their new feature. They've got wireless charging built in, and it goes both ways. So, like, you can turn over one Samsung, put the other one back to back, and it'll charge your phone. But that means you got to vampire the other dude's battery.
Yeah.
I would never let you put your phone on my phone.
And like it's the intent's not to have a phone because the shithead with the full battery has a phone, right? So it's not for like it's essentially so you can check Twitter and Instagram Like, what is the purpose of it?
Yeah, because if you're in an emergency situation, only one
The
person
full
needs
phone
a phone.
can call. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't jeopardize that person's phone.
Right.
Yeah, I need to get on Facebook. Can you charge
Exactly.
my phone
Let
up
me
a little
get some
more?
juice, bro.
Like, you got to really think someone's shit's important to allow them to steal your battery life.
Yeah, that seems silly.
I would make a good case if I did for email. Like if I was over here working or something and I didn't have anything.
Wouldn't it just be easier to carry a charger around?
Yes.
Or you're just going to – it's just like the asshole who quit smoking cigarettes
Smokes OPs,
but just smokes your cigarettes.
smokes other people's.
Yeah. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, there's always that dude when you smoked who was like, oh, no, I quit. Let me get a smoke. And they bum smokes off you all night long.
Yeah.
You're like, you son of a bitch. Like, just go buy a pack of smokes. Now you're going to create an entire –
I don't smoke.
Isn't that like every guy's high school girlfriend when you go to the drive-thru and they don't want fries,
Oh yeah.
and then they just start
Same thing.
Knuckle deep
crushing
in
your fries? I'm like, I will buy you fries. It's $1.
Yeah.
I bought myself fries because I want these fries. I don't want half these fries.
That's
I want these
exactly
fries.
as frustrating. It's the same problem. You're going to try to eat my
Knuckle
fries.
deep in my red box.
It should be the other way around.
Knuckle deep in my red box.
That's
That
a
should be
great name for the show.
That's a show episode name right
Yeah.
there. Oh, my God. Knuckle deep in a red box.
My red box.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Don't make it weird.
Yeah.
That's exactly
I don't
what the
under-
Lyft driver said to me.
Yeah, I'd be like, nah, dude, I like having a fully charged phone. You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Like if you need to make an emergency call, but obviously you don't know how to regulate your battery usage.
Yeah.
You've been on Twitter all day and you burned your battery down.
Yeah, you charge it up to 20%, you look over and they're back on Twitter. It's like, hey, asshole.
Or how
I thought
about
you were-"
like if I'm here, I would just borrow your charger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the only time you need to steal my juice is when we're all out and about.
Is this for Survivor Man and Bear Grylls? Is that like the only reason that this exists?
It
I
still
don't
doesn't
know.
make sense
I
because, like
know.
you said, like one fully charged phone is better than two half-charged phones.
Well, Bear Grylls' social media is popping, so he needs to get on there.
It actually makes me not want that phone because I don't want people to have the ability to steal my battery life.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like it's
yeah.
an anti-selling point
Yeah.
for me. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm not
Because
getting
you're going to have
the
that new
Samsung.
one, and you're going to be like, somebody's going to be like, oh, you got that new one. Can I borrow it? And you're going to be like, nah, I
But
don't.
you know what everybody under 21 hears? These old fucks.
No way. It's even more valuable to them.
You think? Well, you would know because you're in there.
Yes.
You hang
You
out
don't
with those
think
cats.
the more time you spend on your phone, the more important battery life is.
I think that they talk themselves into any technology. They think all advances are good.
But that's not a good advance. I don't.
I agree.
I think even a 16-year-old would see this as a potential
disagree.
negative.
It's just
Because
another
all I
feature of
need-
your phone or your car or anything that sounds good, and then you never use it, right?
Yeah, like I
Right.
like the idea of being able to wirelessly charge my phone. What I don't like is the ability for my phone to transfer my
Yeah.
battery power out.
No, I understand what you're saying.
But you think I'm crazy though.
No, I'm agreeing.
But you
with
think
you.
I'm wrong
I'm
to the young
telling you
generation.
that the youth thinks you're crazy.
Yeah, they might.
I'd rather
Like
just
that's so cool. Sarah and I can bump phones.
We can dock.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even need my cord.
Yeah.
assuming Sarah has a cord.
Yeah, you're into the details now, bro. The phone is cooler, is the point.
I like being able to just take juice, not give juice.
I understand.
I just think it's just like a car. It's just another one of those cool features that you end up not using. You're like,
exactly.
I had to have this, and this in my car. It's like, do you use it? No, but it has it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, you
What was
paid.
the shit that we were talking about? The windshield wipers that raised up.
Yeah, that's what I think
Yes.
is a great idea.
That was Troy's idea. One that rotates
that's the
around.
same
to get-
thing.
Just the windshield wipers that lift a couple inches off while you're riding down the road and then drop back down. Let everything blow out from under it.
It's not a bad feature.
Every day I could
I
use
do
that.
think it is.
Every day I could
No,
use
I mean
that.
at the time I didn't like it, but now I am thinking because before originally I think you had your windshield wiper was going to rotate to flip the stuff out.
Well, I
kinda
just
like
said
it.
raise it, or I think you said make it rotate, which I thought wasn't a bad idea either. Either way, it's going to kick out whatever's underneath of it.
Yeah, I remember I hated the idea, and today I'm like, it's not a bad idea. See
Yeah.
how youthful I am? Really?
Exactly.
See, I'm getting younger.
Such a
You
car
know-
guy.
Brendan's phone charges other phones. So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's hip.
I will never have that.
No.
Any phone that offers that ability, I will
I'm
have
out.
to take pause. I can't. I cannot give you
That
the
shit will be
ability.
standard in 5 years, and you will have it. And then when we podcast,
Well,
I'll
if
put my
it's
phone
standard,
on your
everybody
shit.
will have.
Oh,
Yeah.
how much would that piss you? You put your phone on the bar,
you just
and people
start
just put their
robbing
phone on you.
motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Everybody I know has that phone. I'm going to just start putting my
So
phone
how does
on
it
their
work?
phone.
Does it work like air tanks where they find their center, or like if you have 80 and Brendan has 30, can Ely drop it on it and just suck out his
Yeah.
30 down
Every
to nothing?
time somebody goes to the
Or is
bathroom,
it going to find its level? Like,
All right, well, let's be real here. You probably have to turn it on your phone first. So I would
the
imagine
ability
you can't just,
to do it.
Yeah.
Like turn,
yeah.
I'm sure there is an ability to do it, but now that you say it, anytime,
Don't ruin my story.
anytime. Where's? Damn, I wish I could find that.
Somebody's going to like, they're
Anyway,
going to be
you
stacking
guys are
like,
ruining the story.
you're going to stack like 6 on top of each other.
Yeah,
Like one of them's going to go haywire.
exactly.
Who knows?
Yeah. Get 500% battery.
Yeah. One of them starts smoking.
Yeah.
The one in the middle.
What'd you do, bro? I put my phone on 4 Samsungs.
No, I can't take a picture of my food. God damn it.
Every time you come back from the bathroom, your phone's 20% down.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you guys, sons of bitches.
Do you leave your phone sitting around with people around?
I do. I know they can't get in there, but like I don't know. There's something about leaving it on the table, like going away. I kind of feel like it's like, see, I trust you guys.
I'm a solid guy.
Yeah.
Or you're a solid guy, or they're solid people.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of a sign of like I don't need my phone while I'm peeing.
Yeah.
And I trust you. I trust you people. And I do find myself doing that sometimes. I'll like if the phone's there, I get up and if I'm reaching for it, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, and leave it there.
Yeah.
Because it's locked out anyway.
That's the thing. They can't get in there. Like unless they got my fingerprint. You know, they're not getting in.
There
Of
you
course,
go.
that was one I refused to do for the first like 2 generations. I was like, fingerprint. I don't want those biometrics in my
Yeah, I
phone.
I refuse.
Then I was like, hey, you know what's super convenient?
Yeah.
I don't have to enter a code anymore.
I still got that freaking test, the 23andMe test. I'm kind of on the fence about. Like, do I
Oh,
do it?
yeah,
Do I
yeah.
not do it? Like,
I've
there's
heard
like-
there's a lot of like shady shit going on
Yeah.
there where all that information is out there and it is stored somewhere and they know exactly who you are and what you've got.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's a whole generation of people
There
who
are
just put it out
cool
there.
ass stories though of people finding family members.
Really
Like
cool.
really
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's cool ass stories about they caught the serial rapist dude out in California.
The baseball
from, like,
game? Did you hear that one?
I don't know.
The
if
dude
that-
threw away his cup
Yeah. Oh, I think it
and
was
they
the baseball
pulled it
game.
and arrested his ass.
Hold on. Were they already suspicious of
Yeah,
the guy?
yeah,
Yeah, so like,
Okay.
a family member, a distant family member, had sent the DNA in, and they were like, okay, this guy, he's in their lineage, and like, so they tracked him, and then they got the DNA off the cup. I want to say it was off the door handle for the California. I think it was the Golden State Killer. Back in the like 70s and 80s, he raped like 50 chicks and killed like 13 people,
Oh, wow.
and like
God.
they busted it. Like he gotten away with it.
I think the one that I just saw maybe like a month ago was a hot dog. They got the hot dog out of the trash can.
He like didn't finish it and threw it
Yes,
away.
exactly.
What kind of animal does that?
That's what
Right.
you get for not finishing a hot
Yeah.
dog.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Right.
What an asshole.
Exactly. I
go-
will say that
you go to a ballpark
all right,
and you pay $20 for a hot dog. And you're like, I'm
if the
2/3 of this.
wiener is considerably shorter than the bun, I am known to bite the bun off sometimes.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll throw some bun.
Yes,
But the
sometimes.
hot
it's
dog's
small.
going down.
For sure.
Yeah,
Even
you can
if I'm
pinch
like-
the end of the bun off and
Yeah.
get rid of that shit.
That's
Even
right.
if I'm full, I'll grab that little bit of hot dog and eat it and then
Yeah.
throw out the bun.
Yeah.
Like the hot dog's going down.
Right.
Yeah,
I
that's
could go for a Sonic foot-long coney. Those motherfuckers. High dollar.
could always go for a hot dog.
The fucking
Love a corn dog.
Costco one is actually the one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the one. And
Yeah.
dirt cheap, all beef, man.
Yeah.
Can't front on
Plus
that.
a massive soda. Can't go wrong.
Yep. $1.75, $1.50, something
yeah,
like that.
I think it's $1.50.
Right.
I mean, how do you beat that deal? You don't.
You can't. Yeah,
No.
that's how that goes. Hey, so as an anniversary celebration,
Uh-oh, what we got here?
I got something in there. I hope I brought it out.
Bring them out.
You see a bag with a giant crowler in it? That's the one. That is the one.
It looks like a giant bone on the side.
It does. Well, I have that. There's a third cup. See, I was looking out. What we have here is Lucky Charms beer.
What?
Ooh.
Yes. So
From where?
One of the listeners went out and got us Lucky Charms beer. Now, I know that this has been a hot topic. Hey, thank you, Alexis, for helping us out here and picking up the Lucky Charms beer for us. This has been the most requested beer, but I've learned something. This has been the
Congratulations.
Yes. Jason Market. I learned something.
Exactly.
So, the Lucky Charms beer
Thank
has
you, sir.
been one that probably been the most requested beer of all of the beers that we've ever had, or that's been out. Oh, Ely's had the first taste of Lucky Charms. I don't think he got a marshmallow. And thank you.
That's fucking weird.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Let me know if you want more. There's
It's
more
not
in
at
the
all
crowd.
what I was expecting. Is that what you were expecting?
Whoa,
You got to
Yeah.
finish your story.
I can't.
Spare us all. We're good.
This is. Thanks, Ely. That's really sweet of you.
That's what I'm here for. Hey, I get the audience what they want.
Unfortunately, in some respects, you do. Okay, that's weird. So,
All right,
Yeah.
I got to have a taste now.
It's
yeah, that's not what I expected.
You're gonna
So,
like it. Troy's gonna like the shit out of this
I think he will on
Yeah.
the second sip.
because it's very Goza-y.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the Lucky Charms beer was all the rage. Everyone was talking about Lucky Charms beer. Got to have it. There was this huge run on the Lucky Charms beer, and it all sold out from a brewery down in Norfolk. Now,
Whoa.
it turns out
It gets weirder.
that
Yeah.
I had a Lucky Charms beer from a place called Aslan up in Northern Virginia, and this was like last year. Now we find out that Strange Ways Brewing here in Richmond had actually made their first batch of Lucky Charms beer over 8 years ago. So this
I had no idea.
Oh, so they're all pissed. They're like, we've been having this shit. Now everybody's getting pressed.
That's my favorite local brewery, and I didn't know they had this for that long.
I think Ely, you hit it on the head.
What?
This other shit brewery
Yeah.
down in Norfolk makes a Lucky Charms beer, and it gets all the
Steals
press.
it.
It just became, viral for whatever reason. Everyone goes nuts over this stuff, and this is the original. It's been out for 8 damn years.
Right.
So Alexis was nice enough to get us the original Lucky Charms
The OG.
beer. The OG.
Yeah. You keep that Norfolk shit.
Now, where I think the Norfolk, it unfortunately proves that pale ales are just so damn popular. That one there, they talk about the hops and the Lucky Charms. This one
This
was
is
not
not
a hoppy
hoppy.
beer.
No.
So everyone gets all fucking jazzed. Like, oh my God, it's an IPA with Lucky Charms. No one's ever done it. Wrong. The Lucky Charm thing has been done for a long time. And here we are with the OG.
But there's zero chance if you didn't know what this beer was that you would think it was a Lucky Charm beer.
you taste it, though, right?
What?
You don't taste the Lucky Charm in there?
I don't taste Lucky Charms. It tastes like
Captain
cereal.
Crunch.
It tastes like cereal.
Okay,
Really?
more
The-
like Captain Crunch.
The original sip is sour. It tastes like a sour beer. But if you sit it down and you start exhaling and breathing and talking, it tastes like you just ate cereal.
Yeah, sugared milk cereal.
Yes.
I don't think Ely sees it at all.
You don't taste it at all?
Nah, I feel like you're talking yourself into that.
Oh, no, I know it's there. And I've had the Aslan one, too. It's that exact same flavor. So all these Lucky Charms beers have managed to pull off whatever that is. And I don't know what that is, because that ain't
I'm
Lucky
not talking
Charms.
myself into it because the first sip, I was like, this tastes nothing like cereal. But as I sat it down and started talking, I could taste this. And I'm not a big cereal eater. Not since I was a kid. A lot
I
of
can
adults
live on
still
cereal.
crush cereal.
I do. I could live off of cereal and peanut butter alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I need the occasional hot dog or something.
But I don't eat any sugar cereals, which is super weird.
Oh,
What's your
that is
go-to?
weird.
What's your go-to cereal?
Cornflakes.
Cornflakes, plain Cheerios, maybe Honey Nut Cheerios. I do love Honey Nut Cheerios.
What about Chex?
Honey Bunches of Oats is my
Rice
favorite.
Chex. I
Rice
like
Chex is
Rice Chex a lot. They're the
really
one.
good.
Yeah.
Honey Bunches of Oats is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah. I like that
Yeah.
crunch.
But cornflakes is my jam more than
Cornflakes
anything.
is good.
Yeah.
Which is like Honey Bunches of Oats.
The cornflakes have no flavor.
has no flavor.
Yeah.
So you like no flavor.
Like I like no sugar, nothing sweet about
Mm-hmm.
it. That's how cornflakes roll.
This beer is interesting.
Yeah, it tastes like a fucking Goza.
Oh, there's more Goza than Lucky Charms.
It's all Goza
Yes.
on the front. It's the
What is that though? How do they do that?
they fell. This was an accident. They went to make it. They went.
You
to
don't
make
think they actively like steeped Lucky
No,
Charms in
no.
it?
I think they just made a Goza, and some drunk tart at the end of the tasting was like, "Does it taste like cereal to you?" And somebody's like,
Market
"Oh
it.
yeah."
Yep. Just market it. It's very
Lick the
interesting.
roof of your mouth. You don't taste it. You don't taste any cereal there.
No, not at all.
That's crazy.
It tastes exactly like cereal to me.
Yeah, I'm picking up on a bunch of cereal, but the Goza is clearly the
Yeah, I could see
main.
Captain Crunch more than.
Yeah, it's just sugary milk.
Yeah. I'll go first. I love this because I love sours,
Right on cue.
and I don't mind the cereal aftertaste. So I'll definitely give this a 3.5, maybe even a 4. I'd buy this again.
Damn, I didn't expect it to be that high. That maybe a 4 kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I think the
Because I think the sour Goza taste is good on the front end. But that's me. I like that. So
I'm having a real hard time rating that beer. The Goza part, it's almost like a cranberry Goza. It's like a weird. It's really sour,
yeah,
and that's fine.
Very
but it's
tart.
not. It's not like going away as I drink through it. And I like my Gozas to be a little more mellow. So I'm not a huge fan of the Goza part of it. It's not bad. It's just, but the Lucky Charms part is very interesting because it is definitely like sugared milk. I mean, there's no doubt that's there. And if you told me it was Captain Crunch, I'd take it as Captain Crunch. If you told me it was Lucky Charms, I'd do that. I had a beer the other day. It was called a Funky Buddha Sticky Sweet, and it had a Rice Krispie treat on the front of it. It's the exact same flavor profile.
Yeah.
So whatever they're doing, it involves.
they all kind of taste a little bit alike at the end.
Yeah. But they were doing it somehow with rice and
cereals.
lactose. And I think that's kind of what
Yeah.
they're doing here on some level. I'm not a huge fan. I'm like in between 2.5 and 3 is where I am. So I'm one full step removed from where you are, Troy. So I probably wouldn't order it again necessarily, but for the novelty, I like it.
But do you see the hype? That's what I'm confused with. Like, where did the hype come from?
The hype's because they marketed it right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's so interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right at a 2.5 because my mouth's watering and shit.
Because that's where every beer, all these IPAs, if they market it right, fools just can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Get a good-looking can, a cool name.
Yeah.
The taste is kind of irrelevant at that point.
Exactly.
Well, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
I mean, you market it properly, then enough people will say, "Yep, it's great,"
Yeah.
even though it's not. Yeah, 2.5 for me. It's it's right down the middle.
I don't taste any Lucky Charms, so that bothers me. So if it would have had Lucky Charms dumped in the shit and it was like a good Lucky Charms flavor, I would have given it a higher score. I like the Goza, flavor, so that's a plus. I'd probably give it I'll go 3.5.
Oh, I did not expect that high of a. Okay,
That's a deli.
backed into a deli there,
I was not expecting that at all.
especially because right away he was like, "This doesn't taste like Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
should probably
like
should
it."
have done a 3, but I should take it more like Lucky Charms or at all like Lucky Charms.
But you're just saying
I
as a
acknowledge-
Goza, it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
wild.
think calling
Hey.
it Lucky Charms is fucking stupid if you ask me. But I also concur that I'm in the minority in the room, so I could just be broken.
Well, I don't know. I gave it the 2.5.
No,
No,
I'm
but
saying
you-
you guys taste it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt it's there.
Yeah.
At least on my end. Maybe it's because we have glasses and we gave you a plastic cup.
No.
Trying to give you an out.
I tried, and he's like, "No, I don't want your out."
No.
No, that entire
shit ain't
half of my
there.
tongue is broken. It happens.
It's like the LaCroix thing. It's like a Lucky Charms farted as they walked past this beer, so now they say it tastes like Lucky Charms. It's like, bitch, make the beer taste like Lucky Charms, or don't.
And you're
sell me
saying the
Lucky Charms
LaCroix
beer.
flavors are very. It's a hint.
It's a
not
hint.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Not a,
There's nothing there. It's like,
you're expecting a full black cherry. It's like
Right.
No.
I've gotten so used to those though because I'm drinking
So have
many
I.
that I'm like, oh, this is great.
And I used to hate them, but I'm a huge fan now. I drink the shit out
Yep.
of them.
I got a whole gaggle of the Wegmans version of LaCroix. I think the Wegmans version, they cost less and they may be better.
Really?
Yeah.
Thought about you the other night. The wife and I were watching Shark Tank.
Porn.
We call it Shark Tank.
That's right. Yeah.
Kids, we're going to go upstairs and watch Shark Tank.
Yeah.
You guys
Exactly.
just sit down here and watch porn.
This dude, this dude had invented his own soda with like 4 grams of sugar, like super low calorie, no sugar. He made it with monk fruit. Yes.
Yeah, nice.
So as soon as he came on, he had 4 flavors, and they liked all the sharks liked 2 of them and hated the other 2. But I was explaining to the wife, I was like, Brendan keeps talking about this beer that's going to be made with monk fruit. That's
Yeah.
going to be the new hotness.
I predict.
Yeah. How far are we in?
Yeah. I'll save you some time, Jason. 51 minutes and 15 seconds. I predict that Dogfish Head is about to be the premier brewery right now because they have what is supposed to be the best low-cal IPA. Like it's going to be the
Made with?
monk fruit.
Yeah.
Because the guy says that
When are we
when
trying that one?
it's out this month, so as soon as it hits the stores, we'll have it next week. I'm confident because it just showed up in my local bar on draft. I haven't tried it yet. I actually want to try it on the air. This podcast has ruined me. It's been 4 years where like certain beers, I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
I will wait. I will wait to try it in real time.
Yeah. I got you.
But yeah, it's supposed to be the new hotness. Like they're banking on it. Like they're going to push it out as far as their distribution goes because they have the ultra of IPAs.
It's amazing the sales number that Michelob Ultra does.
They changed the game by
Yeah.
making a horrible beer, but
Yeah.
just went, people are really watching their carbs, and their
Right.
calories right now.
Yeah.
And they did it, and the entire nation embraced it. And I didn't even think the marketing was that great, but I was way off apparently.
Right.
Because that really resonated with people. They were like, no, I'm totally healthy and fit. I work out all day. And I like to have a couple beers at the end of the night.
Exactly. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's all I drink.
I'm a Corona Premier guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree that is delicious.
I still like that. But it's harder to find. Like it's in my fridge at home, but if you're out at a bar and you're trying to drink light,
Right.
Yeah.
it's ultras. They got that first to market.
Who owns Michelob?
I don't know. I don't know if they're Anbev or. It's a good question.
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
feel like we should know that.
I feel like we should too.
If only there was a way.
I know. Well, I've been sucking the juice out of Ely's phone, so he's not gonna be able to look it up. Is it a
Oh.
Coors product?
It's a Anheuser-Busch product.
Anbev. There you go. Anbev's got it going on. They got all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So you were talking about
It's that Beechwood.
the Beechwood Age is the greatest thing that ever happened to beer.
Yeah.
So you guys were talking about hot dogs at like the ball game.
Oh,
and
here
stuff
we
a little
go.
bit ago.
Yeah. Here we go.
So I'm in this lift with a hot dog, right?
yeah, you are.
No. So the other night I went to I was in Baltimore for work, and I got there early, and I saw there was an O's game happening. So I was like, hell yeah! Like I'm gonna go catch an O's game.
When was this?
Last week.
Okay.
And the O's are trash, so tickets are nothing. In fact, I walked up; it was glorious. I get up there, and I'm like looking for scalpers. There's no scalpers. That's when you know there's no demand. When there's no scalpers, I'm like, boy, what is happening?
Well, they
here?
cleaned that city up a lot too, so that's probably part of it.
Maybe that's it.
You know.
Maybe not.
I think all of baseball is in the attendance is dropping. I thought I saw something the other day said that the basketball for the first time in forever had better attendance than baseball.
Yeah.
Which only makes sense because baseball is so saturated. It's like if you're in a city, you have 81 times to go see that team. Like,
But that's how basketball
I'd say
is.
it's more that it's boring is the problem.
no, basketball's half of that.
Oh, it's literally half?
Yeah. There's 82 basketball games and 162 baseball games. So each town would have 80. You would have,
How many hockey games a year?
there's 80.
Yeah.
80 some.
So they're on that NBA train. Because that
Plus
seems
plus
to be
baseball's always, like, half of baseball's daytime. So it's like, oh, go
Right.
out and see your team Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, you
Like,
guys without a job.
Yeah.
Buy tickets. Well,
Yeah.
I don't have a job.
Yeah.
Can't buy tickets. But I did find it weird. I'm like, it's game day. I see people setting up. And I'm like, there's no scalpers? I was like, shit. Because that's usually how you get a cheap ticket.
Yeah.
You know? You find a scalper, go in a little bit late, you're in. And I didn't see any scalpers, so I was like, I guess I'll try the ticket window. And I wasn't thinking there wouldn't be anyone there. I'm like, this is going to be brutal. So I go up to the ticket window, and the guy's like, it's value day, so all the prices are this. And like, he
Was it like
looks-
midweek or something?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's value day. And it's like, dude, they had seats for nothing. I decided to splurge. I spent $25. I was
Ooh.
on the rail, like right there, like
Nice.
watching the game
Club level.
just
Yeah.
past third base. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like,
Yeah.
they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
But so I go in there, and, you know, when I'm traveling for work, I get my per diem. Like,
Yeah.
I have $50 I can spend on dinner, but you can't, like, go buy a hot dog here and go buy a beer here. Like, you gotta like spend it all at one place. So I was like, I bought the
Oh,
ticket.
they like track it?
because you got to expense everything.
Okay.
You know, it's not just you can run it up. You have to like expense everything. It's all buttoned up. So I bought the ticket myself, went in, and was like, all right, I got $50 for dinner. What am I gonna get? So
Do they care if it's alcohol or any of that?
and I don't have to give a receipt. I just have to have that one charge. Like, here's your dinner, basically. And so, and then label it and all that
Yeah.
bullshit.
But
So-
in the park, that's probably pretty easy.
Yeah, so I walked all the way around the park looking for a place that had everything I wanted. So I was like, all right,
Oh,
this
so
is.
you have to make one $50 purchase.
I wanted to do that to make sure that I didn't have like a bunch of charges
Yeah,
from
yeah.
like, this was all me having dinner at
8
all
places.
these weird
Yeah.
places, you know? So I go up and I'm like, all right, let me get a gyro, and then let me get 2
Cheese fries.
Diet Cokes. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I was ordering everything. I was like, bag of peanuts. I got 2 drinks there. Oh, I need a water. Let me get a water.
Funyuns, bro.
Funyuns, man. So like I'd ordered like everything that I thought I might need for a full game of
Yeah.
baseball. So my arms are like
Oh,
full of
you
all
probably
this
look so
shit.
stupid walking
Yeah.
around. Or you look like a dad buying a bunch of shit for your whole family.
Exactly.
Except there's nobody in the park.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. So then I go walking down to my seat. My arms are so full of shit. And then I get there, and of course, my seat is right next to like the only 4 people in my row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'll just sit down here a bit as I'm walking in my arms, and I just start filling every cup holder on the back of the seats with drinks.
My buddies are going to be here any minute.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just picked them up.
They bailed.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
drink their shit.
They must have thought that I had a bunch of people coming because I had 4 cup holders full of drinks, eating the gyro. I got peanuts over here. And at one point, I'm just looking down at myself, and I'm just like,
I'm a wreck.
the scene that these fuckers are seeing, I am covered in shells.
Yeah.
Like, just covered. As
What are
I'm-
the chances Brendan was on the Jumbotron
Right.
that night?
Like a full-on
Yeah.
savage.
Yeah.
I was scared out of my
Probably
mind.
grunting and growling as he eats, too.
And I have a gyro, which is the stinkiest of
exactly.
all things, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I just reek of gyro, and literally every cup holder's full.
Got
all
that
around
sauce
me.
just dripping down your face.
Oh, yeah.
And peanut
Trying to
shells
catch it with your tongue.
everywhere. And by the end of the
shit
game, there was trash.
Every-
There's just trash everywhere. And it was all mine.
Then he gets the fat guy lazy, leans back in the chair a little bit more when he's done eating.
And I really did. I was just leaned back, covered in shit. Like, yeah. And I'm drinking a Diet Coke, and I'm just like,
did the baseball game right.
That's right.
I did it right.
and I still saved the company money.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't spend the whole 50.
Right.
I just looked like such a schmuck. And
Not
I
all heroes
They
were
didn't have
capes.
Snickers ice cream bars, did they? That's why.
I would have.
I
Oh,
know.
my God, I would have.
Why are they so good?
They're the
'Cause
best.
it's ice cream.
They're
And
And
caramel.
it's Snickers.
like I don't even like Snickers that much. and I don't like ice cream that much, but those fucking Snickers ice cream bars are next
Who
level.
doesn't like Snickers and ice cream very much?
I don't understand how those things just came out of his mouth.
I don't either.
It's like, you know what I hate?
I never buy Snickers. Like, I would always buy, like, Reese's Cups or something. Like, I would buy something other than Snickers.
What do you do on the 4th of July?
I would
Get out
too.
of the country?
You know, it's funny. Exactly. yeah.
Communists.
Heading back home.
Yeah, exactly. I know you're not from here, motherfucker.
So,
Right.
would you say the Snickers ice cream bar is better than a Snickers bar?
well, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
For sure.
Yeah, but a Snickers is still like the top of the heap of candy bars.
Is that what you buy when you go get one?
I do not either.
You don't buy Snickers?
No. But, like, if there's a limited selection, I'll go with the Snickers.
All right. What's the best candy bar?
Ooh, that changes.
There's a lot there.
Yeah, there is. My top 3 or so go-to would be Caramello, Three Musketeers, and Milky Ways.
But
And Reese's are probably
See,
somewhere.
I would go Snickers above all those. But I would go anything Reese's.
Caramello was an interesting pull because I love a caramel.
Yeah.
I would go
Probably not.
I would go any Reese's above anything. I'd rather have a peanut butter cup
the
or
thing
the
about-
Nut Rages or the.
You know what gets no love?
I like the Take 5 bar.
The thing
That's
about Reese's
fucking
is
good.
that, like, I think I've been overexposed to them so that I'm tired
Yeah.
of them. Like, if you go and get yourself a good Trader Joe's chocolate peanut butter cup, it's like light years beyond Reese's because it's like I'm to the point to where
You're so used
Really?
to it.
I've never
you
had it.
them every single Easter since you
Yeah.
were fucking a child. You like
You were
it's
doing
like
what?
the number one.
Get that drop.
Jeez.
Nailed it.
You gotta focus on where your inflection
Right.
is, man. That was, oh God.
Yeah. Ever since I was fucking a child.
Now, I tell you what, if my kids, like after Halloween, if they have a Snickers, those little fun size, I
Yeah.
will grab those and dip it in peanut butter and crush the shit out of
Ooh,
it.
you know what I did do this weekend that was next level? So, you know the Peeps, right?
Unfortunately, I don't
You're
like
familiar
Peeps.
with, I'm not a big fan of Peeps either, but check this out. Took a Peep, busted it open, shoved a peanut butter cup in it, folded it back in.
That's
Next
probably
level.
pretty good.
It was
probably
pretty
good.
awesome.
Okay, that's a whole different
Yeah,
level.
exactly.
What about making a
'Cause Peeps
s'more
suck.
with a peep?
Peeps are the worst.
Peeps suck.
They need chocolate with them.
Can you make a s'more with a peep? How would that go?
I'm sure it would be amazing.
I'd rather just have a marshmallow. Peeps are like, they took the worst marshmallow, but they go, but it holds its form. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's gross.
There's a peep
I like
store in
Chunkies
Baltimore.
too.
How come no one ever talks about the payday?
Because it's dog shit.
See, I like
it's
Payday.
salty and caramel. It's fantastic.
Really?
With peanut.
I like those straight up Lance peanut butter bar, the peanut bars, just the peanut bar.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
You fuck with Kit
Yeah,
Kats?
you do. Oh, dude, Kit Kat and Twix. Is
I do
pretty
fuck
fucking
with Kit Kat.
amazing.
And then if you go find, like, there's a gas station by me that has all the dark chocolate versions of Kit Kat
Yes.
and peanut butter and Reese's. Oh,
You a big
that's all
dark
I
chocolate
get.
guy?
I am. As I get older, I'm more and more. Like
My
I
wife
would
only
prefer-
eats dark. She would much rather have dark chocolate than
I am
milk
that
chocolate.
way now, and it's only been that way in the last like 5 years or so.
It's interesting.
But
I think that
it
is a sign of age.
Light
like,
years better to me.
I'm still a milk chocolate, but I'm young.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
young.
right.
I got that new Samsung.
Actually, my favorite thing is like a Ghirardelli. My favorite thing to eat is a Ghirardelli caramel square. You know those caramel
Yes.
Ghirardelli squares? I love those things.
Y'all never seen this Lance peanut
I've
bar?
seen that thing before,
I
but I just
love
breeze
that thing,
over it. I
dude.
thought no one on like the
I
box
thought
is all
that's a
dusty
Payday,
and nobody
right?
buys that shit.
No.
You know, it's funny that you say that though. Like I have this big box of chocolates back here,
Oh, yeah.
and it's somewhere around here. I don't know where the hell it went. I know I have a box of chocolates.
Right there.
So that box of chocolates came out here, and the first night we systematically went through it, all the caramel ones.
Yeah.
And then there's still a whole lot of chocolates in there. I had a buddy come in here the other night. First thing he goes, "Hey, where are the caramels?" And I was like, "Sorry, dude."
They gone.
I think
Caramel's
everybody
tricky.
likes that.
Caramel. So, do you prefer, like, if you all right, your typical Russell Stouffer?
Okay.
You bite into that. It's thick caramel. You can pull it apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I like the runny caramel,
Yeah.
like inside
A
those
Rolo.
Rolo's thicker too.
Okay. Oh, you mean like the runny? Like I know what you're saying.
Like
Yes.
it's liquid form.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I like. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love them both,
Yeah.
but I like the Ghirardelli
But
squares.
it's the 5W, not the 10W.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Total different viscosity. We're working with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I think I actually like more of a 10W8
Okay.
caramel. More than
Those
a
Ghirardelli truffles, aren't they Ghirardellis? No. What
No,
brand
you're
are those?
talking about Ferrero Rocher things.
The little bag of truffles
Yeah,
you get.
Lindor.
Lindor.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, those.
So what
yeah.
exactly constitutes a
whatever.
truffle?
I don't. Whatever those are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But isn't a truffle
I
just
throw
like
the white chocolate ones in the trash over my shoulder. 'Cause I haven't
white
got
chocolate's
time
the
to-
biggest waste of time
Ever.
for chocolate ever? Why did they do that? They go,
Yeah.
hey, we took out more of the flavor.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
I
thanks.
did have a white chocolate one this weekend that was white chocolate on the outside but had raspberry in the middle. That was kind of dope.
But it was because of the raspberry, not because of the white
yeah.
That's
chocolate.
the only
Yeah.
reason it
Yeah.
was good.
No,
I was
I mean-
eating it like this would be better if it was chocolate.
Yeah.
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 It's like eating a turd full of peanuts. You're
For
like, well, the
sure.
peanuts were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean a payday?
Right. Bingo.
Yeah, I don't understand that white chocolate thing. Like, I get it as like if there's already chocolate on it and then you use it as decoration.
Drizzle.
Yeah,
I'm good
yeah.
with that. But otherwise, you're wasting my time.
For sure.
You've pulled out all the chocolate.
And it borderline upsets me.
Oh, I can't stand white
Yeah.
chocolate. I can't.
Like, who was
That's-
the one that made these?
That's how I am with almost all non-chocolate candies. I'm just like, there's
It's not a
chocolate out
candy.
there. Yeah, like
Right.
you can have that. Like I do like Skittles, but like
But it's not really. It's not a candy bar.
yeah,
Candy bars have to have chocolate. Right now we're here railing for payday. That's right. You know that's some other thing. It's a protein
Yeah, no,
bar.
no, no.
yeah, it's a protein bar. It's my fourth one of the day. I'm getting swole.
Getting huge. I've just been doing curls, eating paydays.
Yeah.
I'm at the gym just crushing paydays,
For sure.
getting my protein on.
I saw a guy at the airport the other day, and I was like, "Hey, man, you're from Richmond, right?" Like, I know you, and I was like rattling off all these things that I know him from. He's like, "I don't know who you're talking about,"
That's hilarious.
and I'm like, "Fuck, dude, I know,
I
I
know
know
You
you."
just
really
double
weird.
down.
Finally, he's like, "I work out at this gym." I was like, "Oh, that's where I know you from." And he's like, "We've never spoken in 5 years," and I'm all like, "I know you, right, bro? Like, how are
So
you?"
you do work out at the same gym, but
We do, but it was butt awkward. 'Cause
but
I'm
did he say
rattling
he was
off,
from
like-
Richmond?
I said, "You from Richmond?" He goes, "Yeah." And I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm like, "All right," and I'm like, "You played on this flag football team, right?" And he's like, "Nah."
I could use a drink. Is that what you said?
You look like you could use a drink,
yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Where should we go? I don't know.
21.
Oh my god, yeah, it was butt awkward.
Oh.
So you guys fucked.
Well,
See, all right. So there's plenty of people at my gym, and I have one of those memories too where I see people and I'm like, I know that motherfucker from
I
somewhere.
remember every
have
face
it.
I've ever seen.
I'm
I
the
forget
exact-
every fucking
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
I've ever
I'm the
heard.
exact same way.
and we were just
But I
stuck in
wouldn't
line next
mention
to
it.
each other, so I was like,
If I had never had a conversation with the dude and been like, hey, man, I'm Ely. How's it going? I would never think to bring it up because I'd be like, he's going to think I'm weird as fuck.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
he
I
doesn't
felt-
know who I am.
I thought for certain that we had played on a flag football team
Oh,
together,
okay.
but I couldn't remember his name, so I was like, this will be a quick awkward, and then
Yeah.
we'll get to like,
So
Yeah.
you thought you knew him deeper.
yeah, I was like, we're gonna reminisce
Yeah.
about glory days real soon.
Yeah.
I just
Right.
need to get to that point. So I was like, you from Richmond? He's like, yeah. Like,
Haven't I been knuckle deep in your red box?
I was like, you played for Mulligans, right? Flag football team? And he's
What the
like,
fuck's this weirdo talking about?
Yeah. And he's like, no. And then I'm like,
About to tase you, bro.
and then I'm like, I'm in a fucking conversation I don't want to have.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just like, never mind. I just want to walk away.
Super
but now
awkward.
I'm already in. So it's either I need to get this guy to start selling Amway with me.
Yeah.
Because that's what I felt like I was doing now. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah.
I just like, hey, you familiar with
How's your
pyramid
car
schemes?
warranty?
Yeah.
Brendan's wearing a short sleeve white button up and a tie.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Exactly.
Well, as soon as I'd said it, I was like, you played
Let me tell you
were
about my Lord and Savior.
Mulligan's,
Right, with his
Mulligan's
bicycle
flag
helmet.
football team. He's like, no, and then I look down and he's got a big VCU Rams thing on his luggage, and I'm like, oh god, he thinks I just saw that, and now I'm just over here like
Yeah.
trying to drum up small
Getting his
talk.
bridges.
Hey, what's your number?
Yeah.
It took me.
Dude's trying to get in my bridges.
I'm throwing out names.
So he does go to your gym now?
Yes, thank God. Like we finally
No,
got
not
to
thank
it.
God. You're going to run into him. He's going to be like, oh, this guy.
You better remember when you see him at the gym.
Oh, clearly he will.
Yeah.
Give him a little forearm knuckle,
Yeah.
like, what's up, brother?
That's right.
Hey, Jacksonville
Slow
Airport
rub.
guy.
Yeah. Slow rub his back when you see him.
right.
Oh God, no.
Awkwardly
that.
spot him where you
Yeah.
straddle over the front of
Yeah,
him.
exactly. You dangle your shorts over his forehead.
Bro, take off your headphones. Take off your headphones. Take off your
The
headphones.
incline
Hey, you need a
machine where
spot?
You got to stand up on the incline machine.
Dude's wearing headphones that aren't even plugged in.
Yeah.
I just don't want to talk to that Jacksonville Airport guy. So weird. It
Florida
was
man.
Florida, man.
I don't know why I felt like I should say something, but
I
I
don't either.
swore he was on my team. It got weird because it was.
Dude, I do the same thing, man. I always talk to people that I think I know, and it usually ends up awkward like that.
Yeah.
My wife
He
gives
didn't
me
want to
shit
talk
about
to
it.
me
Like,
either.
I'll
at
see
all.
people across the store and like go over and talk to them. Be like, oh, I went to high school with that person. She's like, so, like
I'll
she'll
turn-
duck around.
See, I'm the same way. I will talk to
She'll
them.
duck around stuff, and I'll be like, so I wanted to say hi, and then after the interaction, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? That was really pointless. Like I didn't.
I've
have
left aisles in the grocery store because I've looked down and been like, oh, I haven't talked to that person in 10 years. I'm like, zoinks, they go the
Yeah.
other way because I don't want to do it.
I
So
went through.
why I felt like talking.
I went
to
through
this guy.
Facebook and realized the other day I had like 400, almost 500 friends. I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. I went through and cut like 40, 50 of them, and I really would like to have cut another 100. Like, I don't. I only want to be friends on Facebook with friends in my real life now. Like, I don't want to see these interactions or have these interactions anymore with people. Like, if you're not my friend, that's fine. My feelings
Yeah,
aren't
see, I
hurt.
disagree totally. I don't know why, but I do.
You want to have all.
I think the whole point of it is
acquaintances.
to be able to stay in touch with people that you don't talk to.
Do you get?
I have friends.
Is it positive? Or a lot of your posts positive then? Because most everything I see irritates me on
I don't
some
want to
level.
talk to anybody.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with talking, but say I have a buddy that I was close with 20 years ago. I know that he's got 2 kids. I see the pictures of him and his family. I know that he's doing okay.
I get that
I get
voyeuristic
that.
side
Yeah.
of it.
That's
like,
to me.
I get that, but I feel like that's not how most of my Facebook posts go. It's mostly people that I wasn't good friends with 20 years ago now posting annoying things that I don't care to know about. Like, yeah, if you're posting stuff about your kids, cool.
you know what's awesome? I just don't go on Facebook very much ever.
That's the way to do it.
it's great.
That is. Did you
And
see?
I don't have it on my phone. That's a big.
Yeah.
You had a friend just join. A holdout longer than you.
Someone held out longer than
Yeah.
me. Huh? Yeah, this is actually going to be my 4-year anniversary. Then of also because I remember
No,
Troy
you
like
didn't start at the beginning. I think it was probably like a year in. You probably started.
probably my 3-year anniversary because I remember Troy saying we're never going to get this podcast anywhere if you don't. So now I post once every few weeks, and all it is an episode where people can then hear me, and they're like, "That guy's a douche."
I did love that when I went through my Facebook friends. Every
you do know or you don't know?
No, I want to know. after
every
the
old
show.
person I know, my parents and every parent of friends that I have, they all have multiple accounts
Yeah.
because they all don't know how to operate that shit.
That's right. The Godfather.
The Godfather, like of ghetto and everything.
yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
The old dog.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
That's what I.
You're way late, dude.
yeah, for sure.
Everybody
seems like
jumping
a sinking
ship.
ship.
the internet.
Yeah, nothing like getting on Facebook now that everyone's leaving.
Right. Exactly.
I got
I
on.
feel like old people aren't leaving.
No, they're
No.
not. I got on. I was late to the game, and I only got on when my first child was born. That was 9.5 years ago, and
Yeah.
I had friends bugging the shit out of me then. So I can't imagine what this dude's getting into now. Like,
I had something show up today. I don't like. Apparently, I had a picture taken and I was put on Instagram, and I started getting a flood of text messages from people like from work. They're like, "You don't look happy in this photo," and everyone's captioning the same photo. It's like a work photo, and I'm not smiling.
Yeah.
And I'm
Nice.
with 2 clients, and I'm just not smiling. Like, and I remember when the photo was taken, I was trying not to look stupid. So I was
Nailed
like,
it.
I was like, you should do like a little smile, like a smirk almost, because I always look like a dumbass in photos. So I was like, all right, I'll just do like a little smile. It looks like I'm scowling, and like I'm with a client and like another rep, and everyone all day today
You're
has just
pissed
been
off?
sending me, like,
Yeah.
you look miserable, bro. I'm like, thanks a lot. Fucking.
I was.
And I wasn't. I was in a good spot because I my smile looks so stupid in photos.
That's the awesome part of social media when people post unattractive pictures of you. You're like, thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Exactly.
Someone gave me
Needed
someone gave me a tip the other day. I was talking to a buddy, and this guy is one of these guys that all the women are like, he's so hot. But then like you see him in pictures and he like looks goofy.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't take photos well. And that's like I just don't take photos well. So he's like, yeah, but I've been working on something. I've got a new technique and it helps. And he says, you know, people say like if you're in front of a crowd, you have to give a speech picture of everyone naked. He's like, that shit doesn't work. But for a photo, he's like, just imagine that someone just flashed their boobs. He's like, because in that moment,
I don't even know what that means.
like if you see a boob,
This face I'm making, that's what you do.
yeah, but that's basically it.
That's
He
awesome.
goes, it's not a fake smile. It's not a huge smile because you're trying to be undercover.
You're not
a little bit.
cheesing. You're like,
That's
Yeah,
right.
you're like,
Okay,
you're
that's
like,
good.
all right.
I see
And he
you in the
goes,
front row.
yeah. He goes, ever since I changed my smile to just, I think of boobs. And then it's like, I get this little smile, and it's just the right smile.
It'd be hard for me to not do it all right now.
Yeah,
too, 'cause
yeah.
That's like my go-to. I'm like, yeah.
now I'm starting to get it. Now I'm starting to,
Yeah.
starting to feel it.
You got the
Yeah.
smile, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a, like, it's not a cheesy fake smile.
That would be a
It's
great
just
name
like,
to the episode, too. Now I think of boobs.
Yeah.
It's just a nice way to kind of, you're feeling
like,
good, you're happy, and
yeah.
you're being a little sly about it. He's like, I do that, and it keeps him smile undercover. And it's like, and people are like, oh, you took a good photo. He's like, all I do is picture boobs.
Don't blow that dude's spot up.
Right.
But I've been trying to do it, but I keep getting this like,
You look so happy with your family. Here's what was
Where
really
am I?
going on.
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw those tatas. It was awesome.
Right. Your grandma's the only one out in the audience. You're like,
I'd be okay.
Having a stroke.
I'd be okay. He
Yeah,
said.
you would.
Granny's boobs make me smile.
I'm just saying, all boobs are good boobs. But I was also raised on National Geographic. Like that's kind of like where I started. So my first boobs were really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we also were raised on Cinemax, and like seeing a boob was like
Through the squigglies.
was a straight
Yes.
like
struggle.
yeah. It was the struggle was real, and if you saw one, it was a good day,
Oh,
as
yeah.
Ice Cube would say.
Right.
Like now
All
that
these
shit's easy access.
Oh yeah, I
Yep.
see you trying to put more in there. It's all good. So that's what I'm working on, my boob smile.
All right.
It's a good one.
But apparently it didn't work the other day because everyone's hitting me up.
Yeah, but that was a while ago. You didn't know the trick.
Oh,
Now
were
you know the trick.
Were you trying?
I
it
wasn't thinking it because I was in a work
Oh.
environment. Now I'm realizing that I'm going to have to bring boobs into work too.
then? For
Yeah.
sure.
Like otherwise I'm never going to get this smile right. I've been fighting this whole smile thing in photos since I was like 5. I can't.
Oh yeah. Little did you know.
It is
Boobs.
funny how like when you're forced to smile like that, like it looks very fake. But like if somebody can get you to laugh, like make a good funny, like when
Yeah,
you're with
then
your
you look-
crew,
you look
like
cool.
Honestly, it's like I
Yeah.
always tell my kids, like I will try to take a picture of him. He like stares at me and does this look. I'm like, no, can you just like look natural, look somewhere else, and I'll catch you living your life normally.
Yeah.
And that's when you take the best
And that'll look
pictures.
good.
For sure.
By the way, speaking of kids, I saw a picture of you and your kid,
oh, yeah.
both of you at the same age, doing the same
Oh,
pose,
shit,
and you
dude.
freaking
Identical
looked
twin. I know.
like if no one had captioned that, I'd be like, "That's an older picture of your kid."
Yeah,
Like you guys are spitting images of each other.
for sure.
And somewhere in the next month we're going to lose you for paternity leave.
Yeah. So that's
That's-
April. No, this is April. May 6th is the date.
That's just a
So-
few weeks away.
Yeah, I'm
3
saying
weeks.
you're about to be on paternity.
Yeah.
This show's going to go in the toilet.
Yeah.
Or you
Jason, finish up that stuff.
Right.
We're gonna need some bonus episodes here.
We're going to have to come out to the old Ely's garage.
Yeah, you can do that.
We're going to have to set up some shows out yonder.
We are.
In the upper downer. Taker downer.
And the Taker Downer.
Yes. the Taker
Coming to you
Down.
live from the Taker Downer.
Right.
That'll actually be sweet. Come over there, work on the car, do a show.
For sure.
Yeah.
Be down with
Take
that.
the Miata over there.
Lord knows that thing's running at the moment.
Sweet.
I was getting confident. I was like, Lord, and I was like, well, at the moment, it's got its moments.
Don't go tooting your horn too much.
I still love that fucking car.
Because God knows if you toot the horn one too many times, that thing, it might stop running.
Exactly.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
You have 2 toy cars, and one of them you cannot kill, and the other one you can't hardly keep on the road.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but
I'm not far off.
no, but a bit of an exaggeration.
Close enough.
I mean, the 4Runner doesn't stop.
No, it's a Toyota, and Mazda's not Toyota.
No.
Like,
Actually, I
all.
guarantee your Mazda, before the previous owner fiddle farted with it, that thing would still be running like a top.
oh, that's what they're famous for, is being
Yeah.
just ultra reliable. But when you stick a supercharger on it and start,
Yeah.
shoehorning all kinds of things in there, it's just not what it's meant to do.
Yep.
but
Yep.
it's awesome.
You think? It's not meant to do that.
I went out the other night with Double J. Went to a bar sitting in the Miata, and we came pulling up through Carytown, and like the two of us were in there. And he's got a new album coming out. We were pumping his music, like pulling through Carytown, and I pulled up to the bar, and there was a parking spot right out front, and I swung up, top down, the two of us, and like parked, and Pat's standing outside, and he goes, "I didn't know you guys were out of the closet." And I was like, "What an intro!" And the street was packed with people. I was like,
That is great.
"Damn it!" Like he got
He
me.
said what everyone's thinking.
Yes. Yeah.
But it was like, where is that on the podcast, Pat? Like he was
Right.
like, he was quick. He nailed it. He's like, "I didn't know you guys were out of the closet."
Yeah.
It's like,
Too busy talking about soccer.
He knew.
he does. He does. We're thinking of you over here, Pat. Hit us up. Love to have you back. In fact, come.
We might need you back.
Yeah, I was about to say.
May 6th.
May 6th, we're going to need you, Pat, more than ever. So, hey, Alexis, I do want to give another shout out. Thank you so much for picking up this beer. I'm having
I love
another
it.
one right
Yep,
now.
We're drinking it now. We're finishing out the crowler.
It's awesome, man. It's not often that we get that. It's been a while since we've heard from Boo Boo Mysterio, so we haven't had.
Whatever
Yeah,
happened
where
to
did
that
Boo
dude?
Boo at?
Nobody knows. Nobody ever knows where Boo Boo is. That dude is just out on the road.
Yeah, maybe he did like an Into the Wild thing.
Boo-boo.
He's like,
If you're still
gasping for air
listening,
in his-
just you don't have to send us beer, but let us know.
right.
I
Yeah,
want
a
to know where you are.
postcard.
Yeah.
A postcard would go a long way, Boo
Right.
Boo. We're worried about you, buddy. It's been a while. So, but
We'll
he.
have to send out the rescue team.
Well, we've got our new Boo Boo in Alexis. She got us a Lucky Charm beer, so thank you so much for that. That was a certainly a good anniversary present.
Deadly winner.
It was a deli winner. What are the odds?
That's what you want.
Crazy.
It's crazy. So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't had a chance to Cincinnati Swap somebody, please do it. Sign them up for the show. You know what? If you feel awkward about Cincinnati Swap, how about you just fucking tell them about the show?
Right.
Tell them to check it out.
That's a start.
It certainly couldn't hurt. So, more listeners, more better. I believe that's the official
The
tagline.
mantra.
So if you haven't had a chance to send us any topics, please do so over at InsideThePalletHouse@gmail.com. Or you can hit us up on Instagram or Twitter at ITPH Podcast. You can always find us on the old Facebook page. We'd love to hear what you're thinking about. We will be talking to you guys in a week. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?